to Kamurocho. Wait, the hell? Wasn't he getting shot the last time we saw him? Leaving already, Ma-chan. You know, Zhao-san, you've been a better friend to me than I've ever been to you. Don't be ridiculous. You know that's not true. I'm just sorry the truth turned out to be so harsh. Your father murdered by another man on the force. I can barely believe it. You're telling me? Something about all this doesn't sit well with me. How will your father's spirit ever find peace? I think he'll be just fine. Chief Hisai, Sugiyuchi-san. They were tired of being used by Munakata and Katsuragi all these years. The two of them spent their whole lives serving others. But their final moments, those were theirs and theirs alone. Wait, so did Hisai... Did he do himself in? They went out following their own brand of justice. Ma-chan. Sugiyuchi-san must have known telling me the truth of what happened 25 years ago was signing his own death warrant. But he did it anyway. And Chief Hisai, he took his own life in order to spare you, me, and Meihua. That explains what he said into the phone before he shot himself. Both of them will be dealt with. Yeah. Chief Hisai told Munakata I was dead, so he'd stop coming after me. He spared my life so that I could do what's right. So that I could do what he never could. You mean bring Munakata down? Exactly. But how are you going to do that, Ma-chan? Munakata is one of the most powerful men in one of the top police institutions in the world. Well... I don't think I'll be getting much help from my fellow officers, that's for sure.
Oh.
Ni hao. Akiyama-san. Whew. Shit's really hit the proverbial fan, huh? You're telling me. Anyway, what's up? You wouldn't swing by here without a good reason. You know, sometimes it's depressing how sharp you are. What happened? District Attorney's goons showed up at my office, started tearing the place apart at the seams. Not to mention, they chucked me out onto the street. Wait, they're investigating Sky Finance? On what grounds? They said they're looking into some kind of coercion. The exact terms eluding me at the moment. Anyway, the issue is my tests. They said I'm forcing people to do stuff they don't want to in exchange for money. Classic coercion case, I guess. It's like I can hear the words coming out of the DA's mouth himself. Anyway, I didn't know where else to turn, so I thought I'd drop by here. Looks like I caught you at a bad time, though. Want me to come back later? No, yeah. Your timing actually couldn't be better. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I need a hand with something, Akiyama. Hey! He's in his Kamurocho best.
だが、どうやらいつものカムロ町って感じじゃないな。あんまり悠長にしている暇はなさそうだ。すぐにあんたのお兄さんを探そう。だが、とりあえずその前に、あんたに言っておきたいことがある。ちょっとついてきてくれ。
Can't think of a better place to talk than New Serena. Yasuko-san, there's a bar near here I used to go to back in the day. We can catch our breath there for a bit. Okay, I'll follow your lead. Alright, cool. Good thing it's like right here. What's this truck doing here? Is someone moving? Wonder what this truck's doing here. Other than blocking the road, I mean. Do you think someone's moving? Dunno. All I've seen is these beefy dudes carrying boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes. Couldn't see what was in them, though. Hope they finish soon. Either way, this isn't how I envisioned our night out on the town. Oh, wait, that's a... Oh, I thought it was... Oh, never mind. Character models, I thought it was two guys. Huh. DA. Okay. You're not the mama of this bar? What the Holy shit, it's Date!
Kiryu!
Date's working New Serena? Holy shit, yeah! Let's go! Well, what's going on, Kiryu? You show up in a guy's bar and don't even drop him a line first? Sorry for not letting you know, Date-san. I have some business in town. Work never ends for the ex-4th chairman, huh? You've got that right. Anyway, this is Yasuko Saejima. I'm here helping her with a little something. It's nice to meet you. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. She's a knockout, Kiryu. How'd you end up bringing a girl like her back here, huh? Like her back here, huh? Whatever you're thinking. I guarantee you've got the wrong idea. Let's leave it at that. By the way, where's Mama? Gone for the week. Family trouble. You know how it goes. And you're holding down the fort while she's gone. Yep, it's a real pain. What with my other work and all, but she insists we keep it open for the regulars. Lucky for us that she does. Now, Kiryu, what's this little something you need to take care of? Oh, right. You mind taking a seat, Yasuko-san? Please. I just need to ask you something before we head out to find your brother. Okay. So, what is it you want to ask me? Sorry if this is a blunt question, but why do you need to see your brother so bad? bad enough to murder for it. Wait. Boy! You what? Kiryu-san, is this really the best place to... Don't worry about Date-san. He's an ex-detective, yeah, but we can trust him, I promise. He'd never turn you in without hearing what you had to say first. Isn't that right, Date-san? Well, yeah, that's right. Now tell me the truth, Yasuko-san. Why would you go so far for your brother? Yasuko-san. Oh, come on. Come on. It's because Taiga is everything to me. I owe him my life. What? I'm serious. If it weren't for him, I would have died years ago. Go on. Have you ever heard of a living donor kidney transplant? Oh yeah. You read about those things all the time. That's where they give you a kidney from one of your relatives, right? They say you only need one after all. Right. Well, the truth of it is, I'm the recipient of one of those living donor transplants. And your brother's the one who gave it to you, huh? That's what you meant when you said you owe him your life. Yes. Oh, hold on. Getting a transplant like that from your sibling isn't all that uncommon. I'm not judging or anything, but do you really owe him that much for just a kidney? It's not that simple. Think you can explain? The kidney I got, it wasn't Taiga's. He wasn't a match. What? Different blood types? Well, yes, but... But what? Why couldn't you get the transplant from your brother? Someone's adopted, or a step-sibling, or something. Yasuko-san. I think I get what's going on here. You and Taiga aren't actually siblings. Kiryu? He's right. Taiga is my stepfather's son, from his prior marriage, while my mother had me before she and my stepfather ever even met. Then where'd you find a match? Since my mother had already passed, Taiga tracked down my biological father and begged him to donate his kidney to me. Saejima. Beyond the regular difficulty of finding a kidney donor, my blood type is extremely rare. A direct relative was my only hope of a match. Once Taiga learned that, he spent every waking moment of his life scouring the city until he found my father. He was only 15 years old at the time. Still just a kid, huh? I'd honestly given up hope. Before my mother died, she told me my father was nothing more than an abusive drunk with no chance of ever changing. Based on what I knew, it seemed likely he was already dead. And even if he wasn't, I didn't want to live knowing I owed my life to such a horrible man. At the time, I would have rather died than continue on carrying a part of him inside me. I get that. But Taiga wouldn't take no for an answer. He said no matter what happened, he would take care of me. Then, he found your dad. Yes. Well, where was he? In Kansai. He had started working for a Yakuza organization called the Omi Alliance, handling the dirty jobs no one else wanted to touch. The Omi? That's right. Taiga went alone to Kansai, knowing full well that my father was a Yakuza, but... Let me guess. They tried to extort him. Exactly. A Yakuza through and through, my father demanded a massive sum of money in exchange for one of his kidneys. How much cash are we talking here? 30 million yen. 30 mil? That's a ton now. That's a ton now, but it was a fortune back then. How was a kid ever supposed to get his hands on that kind of money? He wasn't. That was the point. Taiga didn't give up. He started fighting thugs in the streets of Kamurocho, trying to scrape together whatever funds he could. Oh, that would never work. Not for cash like that. It didn't. Not until Sasai-san from the Tojo clan stepped in. He gave Taiga the 30 million under one condition. He joined the Sasai family. So that's how he ended up in the Tojo. All that time, Taiga never turned his back on me. Although can I? Even when it seemed like all hope was lost, he supported me. Oh. He dropped out of high school, gave up on his dream of becoming a teacher, even joined the Yakuza for me. So that's what you meant when you said you owe him your life. That's right. He's everything to me. Not only did Taiga literally save my life, but he gave me the will to keep on living. Yasuko-san. Taiga Kudo.
兄が18人殺した犯人とかそうじゃないとか真犯人が別にいるとかそんなのはどうでもいいんです。私にとってお兄ちゃんはお兄ちゃんだから。
あんたにはここで待っていてもらう。少しこの店で頭を冷やした方がいい。
え？あ？何言ってんだキリュウ。こんなに切実に会いたがってるってのに。
安子さん、もし冴島がすでに死んでいたとしたら、あんたどうするつもりだ？死ぬ気なんじゃないのか？え？
Yasuko-san, you keep saying you owe Taiga your life. And I get it. We all rely on other people. It's hard to keep going without someone loving you, supporting you, pushing you onward. But in your case, Taiga became more than that. He's not just your support. He's your reason to keep living. I know life hasn't been easy for you. Losing your parents is one of the worst pains imaginable, and you had to bear that burden at a far younger age than most. But having a hard life doesn't excuse the way you've lived. Not that I have any right to talk. I've made my fair share of mistakes. Kiryu. I understand why you feel so strongly. But that emotion has led you to some bad decisions. It's not a stretch to say it's completely clouded your judgment. So, I need you to stay here while I go figure out where your brother is. For your own good. But... Kiryu... Don't worry, I'll find him, and I'll make sure you two are reunited. I promise. But for now, you just need to be patient, okay? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Yasuko-san. It would be a pain to drag you around all these side quests. Take care of her for me, will you? You even have to ask. Right. Well, the truck is gone. Oh, hold on a sec, Kiryu. What's wrong? There's something I need to tell you. Couldn't really say it in there. Does it involve Yasuko-san? You bet. If she found out about this, she'd just end up getting herself into more trouble. Well, what is it? Well, you only just got here, so you probably haven't noticed. But the whole town's kind of been on edge lately. No, it was the first thing Kiryu noticed when we got to those gates. Because of Saejima? Partially, I'm sure. But there's more to it than that. Word on the street is Majima and Saejima linked up a few days ago. What? Yep. I hear Majima had his boys line the whole damn street to keep the cops off Saejima. Huh. So they've already met. Speaking of, Date-san, you know where I can find Majima-san? I need to talk to him as soon as possible. Not just about Saejima. Majima-san might be able to tell me more about the connection between the top police brass, Jingu, and the Tojo clan. The police? What are you talking about? Sorry, but I can't say much more than that. Just know that people are gunning for the Tojo. No matter what's going down, I need to hear Majima-san's side of the story. Alright. Last I heard, he'd taken root up on the top floor of the Millennium Tower. Starting there's your best bet. Great. Thanks, Date-san. Hey! Got an email. Inakure Curve 2005. Kiryu, come to Yoshida Batting Center. Let's finish what we started 4 years ago. 4 years ago, huh? Now that could be just about anybody. Hey, Yuya. Look, I get where you're coming from. Just calm down for a second, Shinya. You don't get a damn thing. You're too soft, man. Huh? You know the rules, Yuya-san. If a customer ducks out on their bill, it's the host's responsibility. Mitsuru knew that when he let his girl run up that huge tab. You're not wrong. Those are the rules. I've seen it happen time and time again in this biz. And sure, I'm being easy on Mitsuru. But he deserves a little slack with how hard he works. Besides, the kid's a real high earner for us. We just gotta let this one mistake slide. He'll learn from it, and we'll all be better off in the long run. But for now, yeah, of course I'm gonna help him. And what? Stardust is just gonna eat the 5 mil he lost? He'll pay it, don't worry. Just not yet. Hitting him with all that at once would bankrupt the poor kid. Oh, come on! Are you gonna bail out everyone who fucks up from now on? Stardust will go under in the blink of an eye. Kazuki-san never would have let this bullshit slide. Oh, his big sad face. Hey, Yuya. Problem so big you had to take it outside, huh? I didn't know you were back in town. Just for a bit while I take care of some business. Well, I would have dropped by with a gift or two if you'd let me know first. Don't sweat it. We've known each other for too long to be worried about those kinds of formalities. And by the way, how are things going at the club? You and that kid didn't really look like you were seeing eye to eye. Sorry you had to see that, Kiryu-san. So, what's going on? It's this host we have, Mitsuru. He let one of his customers run out on a 5 million yen tab. Ouch. I hear that's a pretty common thing, though. Yeah, it is. Mitsuru is one of the hardest workers we've got, too. And I can't even begin to tell you how much business he's brought in. He just kinda got unlucky this time, so I want to give him a hand somehow if I can. Huh. That's the Yuya I know. Just, I don't know, Kiryu-san. You think I'm being too soft on them? Shinya seems to think so. Pretty sure Kazuki-san's called me soft at least once, too. Is wanting to help my hosts out really so bad? Yuya. But hey, you don't need to hear all this. I should be getting back inside anyway. Gotta do my part to keep Stardust the top host club in Kamurocho. I appreciate you lending an ear, though, Kiryu-san. Thanks. Oh! Welcome in! Welcome in, Lorelei. How are you doing today on this fine Saturday? And how was Lethal Company? Raiders, for those who don't know, for those who might be meeting me for the first time, my name is Ami, and I am a variety streamer based in Ireland, currently working her way through the Yakuza series. This is the 4th game out of 20 plus. I don't know how I'm going to get through them all. I don't know how I'm going to get through them all. But we'll, you know, somehow, some way. Well, we do everything. We do a little bit of everything around here, from JRPGs to visual novels. We're going to be starting Ace Attorney 5 in the next few weeks. Yeah, action-adventure games, shooters. We kind of do a little bit of everything, so if you want to follow along and see what we get up to and maybe join in on some community nights, we would be delighted to have you. But I'm doing okay. Yeah, like we've, we're in like the final stretch of this game. You know, 20 hours later and we finally get to play as the face of the franchise. So that's good to see. So just been enjoying myself. A nice chill Saturday just to relax and do nothing and kind of, you know, get more done with what's quickly becoming one of my favorite franchises. Ooh. It's been a while, Kazuki.
Kiryu-san.
Oh, Kiryu-san. It sure has. How are things going? Ah, well enough, I guess. You guess? Are you worried about what's going on with Yuya and Shinya? Huh? You heard about that? Yeah. I saw them going at it outside the club earlier. Sorry you had to see that. Not exactly the image we want to project to the world. Even though he's the manager now, Yuya can still get a bit hot under the collar at times. I wouldn't worry about it. It's nice to see a man have passion for his work. And it seems to me he has it in spades. Agreed. That's why I chose to let him take over as manager. I knew I could count on him when things went south. Speaking of which, what do you think he should do about the whole tab situation? Like I said, Yuya's the manager now, so I fully stand behind whatever decision he makes, of course, but... But what? Well... A lot of times when a host lets a customer run up a big tab like that, he has some kind of ulterior motive. Oh. That's my opinion, at least. No matter how young, green, or easy to manipulate a customer may be, it doesn't make sense to advance someone that kind of credit. 5 million yen is no small amount. Still, it's not unheard of. True enough. Usually, though, it's a case of the host needing to boost his sales figures. The easiest way to accomplish this is to pressure a customer into ordering pricey drinks. For some reason, I don't believe that was the case this time. Honestly, I have the feeling Mitsuru was set up. Set up? Who would do something like that? Shinya? Good question. Even if that were the case, though, I can't simply take matters into my own hands. Yuya's the manager, which means he's the one who needs to handle these kinds of problems. So I guess what happens to Mitsuru all depends on Yuya's skill as a manager, then. You know, at times I think Yuya is too kind for this job. He's just boogieing away with one of the customers. Maybe Kazuki's right. Sometimes Yuya really is too nice for his own good. So I guess we'll float back around to that later. Oh. To my dear apprentice, Kamaki here. It's been ages. It's been a year, Kamaki! It's been a year! If you're in Kamurocho, come see me. I'll be waiting at my dojo in the Dragon Palace. Master Kamaki. I wonder if he had one of his apprentices write this. Kamaki Dojo is inside Dragon Palace on Park Boulevard. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So should we hit up the batting cages? See who wants to take a stroll down memory lane? Oh, okay. So is that why I end up in 1,000 fights every playthrough? Because I'm walking instead of running? Or running instead of walking? Is that why? Shit, where's the bat? Hold on. I thought the batting cages were that way. No, 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 no. I did not bump into him at all. He's a liar. I did not hit him. I did not. And I was so focused on making that joke, I missed the QTE. I play video games well, I promise. Hey, I don't... I believe you are mistaken. Astral, I believe you are mistaken. I'm not putting any more verbiage to that than needs be, because, I'm not taking that out of... I'm not having that taken out of context. Oh, it's up. Okay, alright. I was on the wrong street. I had the right idea. So if I turn around and just go straight, just keep heading north, I'll get to the batting cages. I had the right idea. Jeez, he respawned pretty quickly, didn't he? There we go. Kazuma Kiryu-san, yes? Who's asking? My name is of no importance. I take it you read the email? Please step inside. Guess I'm going in. Kiryu! I've been waiting! I know you. I'm not surprised you don't remember me, but I've had you on my brain non-stop these past 4 years. Don't tell me you forgot what you said to me. You felt like swinging a bat around when we were gonna be the curveballs. If you say so. I say a lot of things to punks. That didn't jog your memory, but the nickname stuck with me ever since. I've had guys calling me Curveball for years. Think, man! You got in a fight here with a gang called the Bee Kings. I'm their leader. Or I was, at least. Oh, right. You're the ones who went after... Yeah, you're the ones who went after Takashi when he tried to leave the gang. Huh. I thought you were just some random punk. Looks like you've done pretty well for yourself in the meantime, though. I take it those are your fans outside? Huh, you bet they are. I take it you don't keep up with this kind of stuff, so let me fill you in. These days, everyone knows me as professional baseball superstar, Kisuke Baba. I've made more TV appearances than I can remember. Oh, yeah? Yeah. In other words, I don't have a lot of open slots in my schedule. Yet here I am asking you out to a dump like this. You know why? You said in your message you wanted to settle things. That's right. It's been gnawing at me all this time. You tried to make me out to be the bad guy back in the day. But Takashi's the one who made the wrong choice. That's when I decided I was gonna prove I was right. Everyone needed to know the truth. So you... started playing baseball? What? I don't think I see the connection. Of course you don't. You see, the very concept of right boils down to nothing more than whatever the powerful say it is. You've seen those self-help books where successful people tell you how to be successful yourself, right? Having power makes everything you do valid, man. As long as you're powerful, right and wrong don't matter to you. Everything you do becomes right, and whatever came before was just a step on your path to success. Alright, dude, I don't want to buy your book. So by becoming rich and famous, I'm proving that all the choices I've made up until now were the right ones. I love how he still has like the stupid backwards cap. You know, because he had to be smart with sports. That's the same kind of logic that got your crown knocked off in the first place, B-King. Finally remembered, huh? Good. So now what? Don't tell me you want to slug it out again. I told you, I'm a major leaguer now. And there's only one way major leaguers settle things. With a bat and ball. Here, I'll make the rules simple for you. I throw 10 pitches. And if you can get a clean hit off even one of them, you win. Fair enough? Sounds pretty generous. I can close my eyes and swing randomly and I'd probably still hit at least one. Huh, not against my secret weapon you can't. Swing all you want against my twisted curve. You'll come up empty every time. Alright. Let's see. All I gotta do is hit one of the balls he throws, right? Ah. I mean, I'm hitting them. Oh, okay, so there is like a pattern to this. There we go. What the? Looks like I win. You're really something, you know that? Most pros can't even sniff out that pitch. But here you are whacking around like it was a freaking softball. Hey, Mike.
Yes.
Yes, Baba-san. Give me a ticket to Tibet. Get me a ticket to Tibet. I gotta go do some baseball soul searching. Looks like I have to embrace my inner curveball.
What?
What about your TV interview? Or the piece you were going to appear in for that magazine?
Yeah.
Cancel him. I mean it. Next time I see you, Kiryu-san, I'm gonna be a changed man. Don't you forget it. But I'm not gonna go shaking up my style because of one little loss. If anything, I just have to dive deeper into what I've already got going. Maybe my logic's not all there or whatever, but I'll show you I got the goods. Anytime. You bring the most twisted curveball you can throw, I'll still knock it straight back at you. Yeah, right. Later. Whew. Kazuma Kiryu-san, was it? That's me. Allow me to thank you. Baba-san has truthfully been in quite a massive slump lately. I can barely believe just how excited and full of energy he is now. It seems Baba-san really looks up to you. If you ever run into him again, I'm sure it would mean a lot if you gave him another run for his money. Please, accept this as my thanks. Chunk of wood.
Sayonara.
Sayonara! Oh. Now then, I have a swath of angry journalists to call. So if you'll excuse me. Sure thing. Well. Right, okay, back to plot. Yeah, and then we can go visit Maki next time. But for now, I kind of want to just focus on story. What the hell? Traditional Irish pub. Bantam. Yes. Very traditional. I think this is a restaurant next to the pub. You're fired. Don't come back. You don't need to tell me, man. Wouldn't come back here if you paid me anyway. Damn. What the hell was that about? Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, shit. Guess I'll have to go back to Ibuki's place. Huh? Hey, aren't you... Kyuri! What's up, my man? It's Kiryu, not Kyuri. But yeah, nice to see you too, Kotaro. Right. Kiryu-san. Sorry, man. Damn, haven't seen you in a while. Not since you slapped some sense into me and I gave up the life of a hitman. Yeah. That quest sucked. I'm gonna be honest, that was not... Yakuza 3, that was not my favorite quest. How long ago was that anyway? Huh. Just last year. Forget already? Hey, details schmeetails, right? Anyway, you got some spare time? I was thinking I'd go see Ibuki and get a cup of tea or something. Wanna come? Ibuki? Oh, that's right. He was that guy trying to help former members of the Tojo clan get their lives back on track. That's right. Ibuki, from the Honest Living Association. Don't tell me he's still looking out for you. Yeah, I still need his help now and then. I mean, that's what Ibuki and the HLA do, right? Help people like me get back to a good, honest life. I don't know how hot lesbian action is going to get you a good, honest life, but... more power to you, Kotaro. More power to you. My life ain't not that honest yet. Yeah, I still hate this guy. Feel sorry for Ibuki. But sure. I guess I'll go say hi to him. Great! Let's get a move on! God damn it. So I take it from what I saw back there that things aren't going so well in the job department? Huh, you got that right. I don't know, it just ain't working out for some reason. I always try my best, but my bosses keep getting mad and firing me. I guess I'm just ahead of my time, you know? I think that's pretty unlikely. My guess is you're doing something to piss them off. I told you I ain't doing nothing, I swear. I'm not quite convinced. I love the walk animations. No, really, I do. Here we are. Hey, Ibuki! I'm thirsty! Give me something to drink! Oh, hey, there's our sex dungeon. Kamurocho Castle. There we go. Well, hello there, Kiryu-san. Glad to see you looking well. Yeah, you too. Looks like the Honest Living Association is keeping you as busy as ever. Oh, it certainly is. It's no easy task for a former Yakuza to start living on the straight and narrow. Yeah, tell me about it. Nevertheless, it's the HLA's job to support our members until they're capable of leading honest lives. Have you run into any more trouble with those hitmen who called themselves the Reapers? That's all cleared up now. A year ago, their attacks were such a threat we could hardly keep our operation running. But thanks to you catching all the hitmen, things are going smoothly now. Although, one certain former Reaper does still seem to be hanging around and bugging you. Alright, next time I'm going to work in an okonomiyaki restaurant. I mean, a guy's got to eat, right? You know, I still can't believe he used to be a hitman. Huh? I thought he just wanted to look tough but was too scared to ever kill anybody. Oh, Kiryu-san, don't let him hear you say that. When I asked him once how he could be considered a killer when he never killed anybody, he flew off the handle. Guess he's still got his pride then, huh? I think you're right. Unfortunately, it seems his pride is causing him problems of a different kind now. With work, you mean? Yeah, from what I saw, it didn't seem to be going very well. It isn't. His jobs never last very long. He's always getting into arguments with staff and customers, and sometimes even gets into fights. The problem isn't he's lazy or anything. If anything, he's too serious. I get the picture. He thinks he's giving it 100%, but that's not necessarily how everybody else sees it. Exactly. But unfortunately, I can't follow him around his workplace and point out his faults. Well, he's not a kid anymore. He should be picking up this stuff on his own pretty soon. I hope so. I found a new part-time job. Yeah, I rock. Don't you have to go for an interview or something like that? Yeah, but I know they'll hire me. Who'd turn down somebody with this much energy? I admire your optimism. I'm gonna go say hi and nail that interview. Oh, almost forgot. Thanks for the tea, Yabuki. Don't worry about it. Come by and see me anytime. I will. You have to admit, he does seem to be making progress. Even if it is only a little at a time. Seems like it. I don't think you need to worry about him too much. I know. I do worry too much, but I still feel like I'd like to check in on him and make sure he's taking to the new job all right. I'm sure you've got a lot on your plate, though. Plenty of other people need your help. Tell you what. If I run into him around town, I'll see how he's doing. You just take care of the rest of the Honest Living Association. Really? I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'm only in town for 2 days, and, you know, I've got this whole thing where I need to meet with Majima and sort out something from, like, a big massacre from 25 years ago. But sure, I'll check in on your punk kid whenever I get the chance. Yeah. Alright, Millennium Tower for realsies. What the? Oh shit, this is actual plot. Alright, chat, pay attention. What the? Why is my boy in cuffs? Why is my boy in cuffs?
真島の兄さん。真島の兄さん。
桐生ちゃ
おい、どこへ行く？勝手に動くな。何があったんだ？
ん。うまいことはめられてしもた。これでしばらく身動きが取れへん。
誰にやられた？
大悟や。
なんだって？
堂島大悟や。
大悟が。おい、勝手に話すな。そこの君を下がりなさい。公務執行妨害で逮捕するぞ。
急げや桐生ちゃん。全部の事件はつながっとる。25年前のやつも100億の事件も安子ちゃんのやつもや。
なんだと？
このままやと俺らの登場会が潰されてまう。それに今は安子ちゃんが危ない。お前しかおらん。あとは頼んだで。
Boo. Boo. Come on, do we really need like 6